Jacob, how do you balance the agony of losing a game like that with, no doubt, the pleasure of a much improved performance? What emotion is dominating?
Yeah, I mean, that's how we got to play in this space. I mean, obviously, right now we're disappointed, but that's who we are. We probably just needed that one extra piece to help, just some of the guys that way. I mean, it's sad in there right now because of the record we've created. But there's a better. We get into this break. I mean, we're just hanging for this break, and hopefully bounce back when we get back from it. We still got one, and I mean, if we keep banging along that way, I mean, we're gonna be in games. We're gonna get one.
Yeah, to jump out of the box well, have energy on the bench, quite obviously, to fight there late in the fourth and show some real spirit. Are they the positives that you're taking out?
Well, I mean, of course, to be down, and then, I mean, Tyler hit a big one to get us back into it. I mean, we probably had some breakdowns in the overtime. I mean, we could have, run X off the line on that last one, but it's a coulda, woulda, shouldas, in that space. When it gets to there it was an even game, and credit to them. They stuck with it as well, and they're having some tough times as well. But you're right. Well, it's a good sign, but where we're at is we need to, we needed to be even better tonight. You know what I mean? It's probably a little bit disappointing than the last couple, just because we thought we had a chance.
10 of 40 from three-point land. What do you make of that?
It's an overtime game, so I mean, I don't know what I make of it. I mean, in a 40-minute game, it's quite a lot of threes. I mean, we were in overtime. How many threes did they take? They had 26.
26.
Yeah. I mean, we'll go back and look at it and see how many of them were bad ones. If they're open and it's a good shot, we should take it. If it's a 2 or a 3, if we finish a possession with a shot, I mean, we should take it right now. These guys are grown men. They're skillful. I don't think it matters one way or the other. If they're bad shots, and we've got accumulation of bad shots, which there probably were some, and some misdirected ones where we could have got to the rim, but it wasn't blatantly obvious standing on that sideline. So I don't really make anything of it, not in a rude way, but I just make it, if we take good shots, we take good shots. I don't care who it is.
So give us a player's perspective. What's going through your mind after that?
I mean, it's in terms of effort and the bounce back, we take positive things from that. It's a little frustrating. I know in there, I'm a bit frustrated myself. One free throw, that game's over. I know Peyton was in there. He said if he was harsh on himself, 2 turnovers at the end. Straight after a loss, it's tough. And there was a big one that we could have got, and I think probably should have got. So it hurts a little bit, yeah.
Hawks still shot the free throws at 75%, the opposition 64%. So it's not as if free throws cost you a big picture, but individually, I suppose I can understand why you're being harsh on yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I'll make that, if X makes 3 or not, doesn't matter.
Jacob, you said before the game you wanted your team to be fearless and to out-compete your opponents. Did you think the Hawks did that tonight?
I think we were fearless with the mindset we went into it, where we're at right now, and probably I don't really listen to what everyone's saying, but I could just imagine, and deservedly so. People can say what they want. We had, it's a sinking ship. It's a new everything. I mean, I'm sure there's some stuff being said, but I thought we came in fearless. We've got a young group, and what we preach to them right now is being fearless, because they've got plenty of day after this. So they have to have that mindset of that thing. And then the competition, we stuck the competition to it, but I thought they competed as well. And obviously at the end of the day it's a double overtime game. It was good entertainment for our fans. I thought our fans helped us. I mean, it's great having what day is it today? Saturday. It's great having a Saturday night game rather than Monday night games. People turned up, and I just thought for everything for the basketball right now I thought it was a really, really good spot. So, they were fearless. Obviously I want to praise them a lot in this thing, because, it's that time where they've been taking a lot of kicks, I'm sure, but they're not happy about it. We do have winners in that room, and we just got to figure out. And we've had a couple of games like this now. You know what I mean? When you look at our whole season, we had a couple of games like this, but now Payton's here. He played 43 minutes off the plane. It's a pretty good effort off a back-to-back. You know what I mean? That's a lot to ask of someone.
Do you think last time we spoke, you said that he would help players like Sam and Tyler give him good shots? Could you see a bit of that today?
Well, I mean, Tyler had 21 and Sam had 27, and he had 11 assists. So, yeah. I mean, were you cool with it? Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, we got to be careful. We don't want to disrespect the guys that have played in that spot, but that's what he does. That's why we brought him in, and that's what we needed when we brought Justin in. Absolutely. I thought he did that. Yeah, I thought he did that, being on that sideline.
Sam, mate, obviously you were disappointed with your last performance. You got to be pleased with the way you played today.
Yeah, I mean, Whitey had a good talk to me this morning. He just told me, I'd been in my head a little bit, especially last game, and he said, look, mate, you got to come in like you're the best big man in this league, and I believe I can be. Obviously, there's other talented players playing for other teams, but I came in with that mindset that Humphries isn't going to stop me, and I think it paid dividends.
Yeah, you played much like Jacob mentioned, and you guys have mentioned, you played a much better game today. That's the positive. The negative is you didn't get the result. Not only assessing free throws, and how do you assess the rebounds and the three-pointers going on to the next game now to try and fix that problem?
Yeah, I mean, I think we got to look at the film. It's hard to remember individual plays and stuff, but I think a little bit it might be containing our guys, and then that help side comes across, and then we need the crackdown to come in and box out that next guy. But again, it's going to be a lot easier to see on film.
So in that pocket pass that Payton gave you there, I can't remember when it happened, but that was just a glimmer of what I suppose you were hoping you would need. Really how excited are you to form this combination with Payton going forward?
Yeah, super excited. I mean, the first day he came in, he said to me, look, I'm going to be looking for you a lot off the pick and roll, and it was music to my ears. And tonight he dropped it off a lot, and I finished a lot better than I did the other night. And I think as we gel, I mean, he's been here for a week. As we gel with him and get some practices in as a team, we'll just get better.
How well do you think that you will adapt as games go on,
like Sam said, I think he would. It's just going to get better. Obviously, during the game, he was sucking a lot of gas, and we were timeout limited to rest him. I think Melbourne called one which helped him stay in the game. He's just come off a plane, and we had him on a minutes restriction last game, and we were meant to have him on a semi-minutes restriction today. We didn't think it would go over 30 minutes, and he's played 43. I don't think he's the kind of kid that wants to come out of a game. So when someone like that, and I mean from his pedigree, says I want to come out or I need a 1 minute blow, and I mean I think I said to him 3 times he's not allowed to, and the third, it went to another overtime. That means he's just going to get better because he's going to get some wind under him. So just in fitness alone, and be able to move up and move, he'll be a lot better.
Michael?
Hi Jacob, just a quick one. I just wanted to get your thoughts on the incident involving Tucker and Dean late in the game that I guess kind of gave you guys a little bit of spark.
I haven't really seen it. I asked everyone what happened. There were some suspect things happen throughout the game. Not dirty, by no means Melbourne, I'm not saying that is, but some things where, for them, that was a little bit of a game changer for us. It did give us a little bit, but I thought there was some things they got through unlucky bounces or a call here and there where it would have given them a spark. But it was an intense game in a coaching realm to make decisions. I'm sure it would have been officiating, and then with Tucker doing what he did, and I definitely can't comment on it because I didn't see what it was. If it was an unlucky, hit or that is, it was just really intense, and times where mistakes would have been made just because of fatigue and pressure.
Sam, I think you're on record when it happened. Did you see what went on?
Yeah, I don't think it was intentional. He ripped the ball and hit Dang, and then Dang kind of leant forward, and then he tried to rip it out of his hands again and went up and collected Dang on the way up. So I don't think he did it deliberately, and they're both pretty good actors, so Dang sold it pretty well and Tucker sold a few himself.
Thanks, James.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys. Thank you. Thanks.